Welcome to 50 Plus in Montgomery County, a monthly program that is a voice for many and produced by the Commission on Aging, of which I am a community member. This show is insightful for people of all ages. Each episode takes a fresh look at important issues by spotlighting older adults in the community, representatives of services and programs, and activities of interest to older adults. My name is Katie Smith. On this month's show, we're going to talk about the ABCs of Medicare as well as learn about some energy efficient tips for our home. This month is also recognized as Hispanic Heritage Month. It gives us all an opportunity to highlight the very essence of our sisters and brothers in the Latinx community who are grounded in a rich history and vibrant heritage, and who leverage both to pursue the highest ideals and remain rooted in strength. Today, we have the wonderful opportunity to talk to the Montgomery County Department of Environmental Protection, and Larissa Johnson is here to tell us more. She's the Residential Energy Program Manager. Hi, Larissa.
Hello there, and thank you so very much for having me on your program, Katie.
I'm glad you're on. Larissa, October is known as Energy Action Month. Can you tell us the basics of what Energy Action Month is?
Sure. So many people don't know that Energy Action Month actually started in 1992 under George H.W. Bush. Back then, it was called Energy Awareness Month, and the idea was to make sure that many Americans were thinking about where their electricity comes from, because the average American only thinks about electricity about 9 minutes a year. And so this was the opportunity to think about it for an entire month and to become more aware of where our energy comes from. In the years since, every president has always proclaimed October as Energy Action Month, and they actually changed it from awareness to action. So now our goal is for people to take action on energy and not just be aware of it.
Hmm. So, Larissa, what areas are you focused on? I know that Energy Action Month is themed by week.
Yeah, so this year it's actually themed by week. It has differed since I've been with the county. I started bringing Energy Action Month to Montgomery County in 2016, and we partner primarily with our Montgomery County public libraries because that's where people go for information and for awareness. And so this year specifically, our focus is on electrify everything. So as you mentioned, we will be focusing on how to electrify different things around your home, and every week we will be featuring those items on our social media, on our websites, and through different platforms and different opportunities throughout the community.
Wow. Now, what sort of seasonal things should we be focused on in our home as the weather changes?
Sure. So for Electrify Everything, the first week starts with Electrify Your Ride. So seasonal things that you can do that don't cost a lot are things like, I don't know, driving once a week or twice a week and trying to get all your errands done. I know for me, I was in my car yesterday and I did all of my errands. I know this whole loop by heart. I was able to go to the office, go to the storage unit, go to this store, go to that store, go to this store, and make it back in time. So for Electrify Your Ride, we're really encouraging people to, make sure they're taking public transportation, walking when they can, limiting how much they're using their car. And the big ticket item is, if you have the opportunity and if you are in the need for a new car, to make sure that you're going electric. And we even have an electric vehicle pledge that we encourage people to take. And I know cars are quite expensive right now, but this is one way that you can make sure that you are going electric, is to make sure you have an electric car as well. So that's for Electrify Your Ride. Other seasonal things for Electrify Your Home, which is our topic for the second week, we encourage people to, number one, monitor your thermostat. So heating and cooling and heating your hot water accounts for over 50% of your total electricity bill. So what you want to do is make sure that your thermostat is set at the right temperature. That temperature for the winter is 68 degrees. Now, I already hear the groans from people in the audience, like, I do not want my thermostat at 68 degrees. And that's okay. You can keep your thermostat at 72 degrees this winter. Just know that that four degree difference For every degree, multiply by 3. That's my little mantra. For every degree, multiply by 3. So that's 3 times 4. You're looking at a 12% increase on your electricity bill. So that's why we want to monitor our thermostat. So it's 68 degrees in the winter, 78 degrees in the summer. So that is our seasonal tip. And then additionally, during the week of Electrify Your Home, we will be actually working with an installer who installs heat pumps, so electric heat pumps. For those people who want to switch from their HVAC systems or upgrade so that they're in an electric heat pump situation, we will have an actual expert available and will be participating in Zoom presentations, so you can do it right from the comfort of your own home and ask your questions to an expert who does the installations. So that's for week 2. We have a lot more, Katie. Week 3, we're going to electrify your kitchen. And how do we do that? Well, the seasonal thing is make sure your refrigerator is stocked. I know what you're thinking, like, yeah, of course. But the reason why you want to make sure it's stocked is so that it's running as efficiently as possible. The other thing is that our refrigerators, sometimes we don't know what temperature they're set at. A lot of us have refrigerators that say 0 to 5 or cold, colder, coldest, and that does not really correspond to a temperature. So we encourage people to have a refrigerator thermometer, and you can get a refrigerator thermometer by contacting me, and I'm happy to mail them to you. And what you can do is when you put that thermometer in your refrigerator, you want your thermometer to be between 35 to 38 degrees. And that way your refrigerator is running as optimally as possible, as efficiently as possible. So that's a really easy thing that you can do without purchasing anything new. So that's a seasonal thing that you can do this fall. And then for that 3rd week, one of the things that we're really focusing on, if you're interested in purchasing something, is induction cooking. So we will be at Crossroads Farmers Market, and we'll do a food demonstration there with a chef using food from the farmers market, specifically food that would normally be thrown away. So think about your beets. Like, I love beets, especially this time of year, but beets come with the green stuff on top, and a lot of times that goes right in my compost bin. Not anymore. So we're going to be doing a cooking demonstration with those beet greens on an induction cooktop. And then one lucky resident, if you are in attendance at that food demonstration, and it's going to be on October 19th at 10:30 a.m. at the Crossroads Farmers Market. And we will be providing someone with their own induction cooktop and pan. So that's week 3 for Electrify Your Kitchen. And week 4 is Electrify Your Lawn. Now, seasonally, the number one thing that I'm going to ask you to do is leave your leaves. Leave them on the yard. I know if you're in an HOA or something like that, you're going to have to get rid of them. But the best thing that you want to do for your yard is leave the leaves. No cost, does nothing. And that's the number one thing to do. The other thing, if you are looking to buy something new, I love buying stuff, we would ask you to purchase electric leaf blowers. And there's a lot of reasons. One, the electric leaf blower doesn't use any gas, so there are no emissions from it. Number 2, they're a lot more quiet, so you won't annoy your neighbors with the electric leaf blower. And number 3, and here's the kicker, when you use a regular gas-powered leaf blower for an hour, you're using the same amount of gas that it would take to get from here to New Orleans. So you're saving money on gas. You're saving you're reducing pollution in the air, and you're helping to keep your neighbors sane by not having a loud leaf blower. So those are the 4 areas: electrify your ride, electrify your house, electrify your kitchen, and electrify your lawn. And we will have opportunities throughout the county for people to participate in events and to learn more about how to electrify everything.
Larissa, I'm just going to repeat that again so that folks remember. That is, we need to electrify our ride, our house, our kitchen, and our lawn. Before we wrap up, are you doing anything else during the month of October?
Yes. So the other thing that we do is whenever we are in person at an event, so we're going to be at libraries, at senior centers, at recreation centers. And of course, all of this information is on our calendar on mygreenmontgomery.org. You can go to our community calendar there. And every time we do an in-person event, we also do a light bulb exchange. And so we encourage you to bring these two types of light bulbs. This is a compact fluorescent light bulb. They contain mercury, so they're a hazardous waste. And this is an incandescent light bulb. And we swap them out for our LEDs. They are what I call our turtleneck light bulbs. These are made out of plastic. I would normally, can you hear that? Bouncing it on my desk. So yeah, so these are made out of plastic and they're way more energy efficient. So at every event when we are in person, we always recommend people to bring us their old light bulbs and we swap them out for this type of light bulb, A9. So it's not a 1-for-1. Each family can receive up to 3 or 4 light bulbs, depending on if our light bulbs come in a box of 1 or a box of 4. So it'll depend on which event you're at. But we encourage people to swap out their light bulbs because lighting accounts for 10% of your total electricity bill. So when you switch to LEDs, that goes down to 3%.
All right, y'all. Remember to bring your light bulbs to Larissa. Go see her at the different events. Now, Larissa, you already mentioned your website, but how can we stay in contact with you and/or subscribe for any energy news in Montgomery County?
Perfect. So number one thing I would always encourage people to do if you have any energy questions at all, it's montgomeryenergyconnection.org. That is your link to energy savings. Everything and anything you wanted to know about energy is on that website. Energy assistance, renewable energy, our newsletter. So if you want to keep in touch, I send out newsletters once a month. They are very fun and funny because I write them. And I encourage you to join us there. The other thing too is on that website, you can go to the contact us part of the website and you can email me at energy@montgomerycountymd.gov. And if you are still interested in getting that refrigerator thermometer, that is how you get it. You just email me and then I mail it directly to your house. Specifically, if you live in Montgomery County.
All right. Well, Larissa, I've enjoyed this conversation. Thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing. I know that we will have you back again to tell us more about how we can stay more energy efficient and again, how we can make sure that we're taking care of our ride, our house, our kitchen, and our yard. And y'all be sure to bring those light bulbs so that she can exchange them for you.
Thank you so very much. Happy Energy Action Month, everyone.
Thank you. Up next, we will talk with Raphael Espinoza, who is the director of the State Health Insurance Program.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Come to the Beacon Newspaper's 50 Plus Expos, taking place noon to 4 on Sunday, October 23rd at Springfield Town Center in Springfield, Virginia, and noon to 4 on October 30th at Margaret Schweinhaut Senior Center in Silver Spring. Gather useful information from nonprofits, government agencies, and businesses, including healthcare, financial and real estate agents, home contractors, housing communities, and much more. Plus, free health screenings and flu shots, the bivalent COVID booster, giveaways, and door prizes. For more info, pick up the Beacon or visit thebeaconnewspapers.com.
Ride on Flex, Montgomery County Department of Transportation's on-demand transit service to help you get around in defined Rockville and Glenmont-Wheaton zones. There are no fixed stops or schedules. Just use the Ride on Flex app or call 240-301-3842 to book your ride. Curb-to-curb service is available for people with disabilities. Standard ride-on fare policy applies. Visit rideonflex.com for service areas and hours of operation.
Are you an age 50 plus job seeker looking for employment opportunities? JCA's senior employment programs can help. The Career Gateway is an intensive 5-day job search training program for the 50 plus professional job seeker. Class starts October 31st. Or join us Tuesday, November 15th at the free Montgomery County Virtual 50 Plus Employment Expo. All age 50 plus job seekers are welcome. Register today at accessjca.org.
Welcome back to 50 Plus in Montgomery County. Joining me is Rafael Espinoza, who is the director of the State Health Insurance Program. Hi, Rafael.
Hello, Katie. Happy to be here.
I'm happy that you are. Let's jump right in. Rafael, can you tell us what are the parts to Medicare?
Well, Medicare has Part A, Part B, Part C, and Part D. Part A is for hospitalization mainly. Part B is for medical, outpatients, any doctor's visits, specialists, medical equipments. Part C is a Medicare Advantage plan. Probably a lot of people have been seeing in TV commercials, Medicare Advantage from different insurance companies advertising now that open enrollment is getting closer. So you will see that very often on your TV screen. And Part D is prescription drugs. It covers all your medications. Once you enroll, the plan that you pick, it will cover your medications when you need it.
Hmm. Now, you just said when you enroll. Can you tell us about open enrollment and who is it for?
Okay, open enrollment is a Medicare enrollment period that allows every Medicare beneficiary to pick a different prescription drug plan for the following year, or to switch or pick a Medicare Advantage plan. Basically, that's what is our Medicare open enrollment. Some people confuse the Medicare open enrollment with the Maryland Health Connection or the Obamacare open enrollment, which also happens in November. It's two different things. One is for the Obamacare, and this is for Medicare only. And some other federal retirees also confuse this open enrollment with the federal health benefits that actually happen again in November. So all this happen around this time, so people get a little bit confused. But this one is exclusively for Medicare beneficiaries, and it happens in between October 15 and December 7.
So for those Medicare beneficiaries, as you stated, they have the option to alternate their coverage, change it up, add coverage, or maybe even if they're new, they can come into the system. Is that what you're saying?
If they are new, actually, they have to go through the Medicare.gov website and do what is called or use what is called a health plan finder for 2022. In October 15, we will have two actually systems there that you can pick based on what you need. If you are new to Medicare and you wanted to enroll in a prescription drug plan, you have to do the 2022 health plan finder. And the ones who are already on Medicare, they are have a prescription drug that they would like to see if they can find something more cost effective for the following year, then they have to do the 2023 because they are already enrolled in 2022. So we need to make that difference.
Can you tell us a little bit more, Rafael, about the state health insurance program, but more specifically as it relates to prescription coverage, because it's so complex? How do you guys help out?
Okay, and the Montgomery County State Health Insurance Assistance Program, also known as SHIP, we provide free and biased Medicare counseling, education, and guidance. During this open enrollment, since we are talking about open enrollment, our program actually can help in find plans that are more suitable for your needs for the following year. When I say plans, I refer exclusively in prescription drug plans for people who need assistance in finding this plan for the next coming year. They can go to our website, which is www.medicareabcd.org, I will repeat it, www.medicareabcd.org, and they can complete an electronic form right there, and we can actually, based on the information that we get from these beneficiary, we can help them find one or two plans for the following year if they want to switch. We basically focus only on prescription drug plans. We do not assist in Medicare Advantage, because Medicare Advantage is much easier for a beneficiary to do, because it's only few of them in our county. So, but prescription drugs, there are too many, and basically, you know, you need to provide all your medication information in order for us to find the right plan for you.
Raphael, during open enrollment, it's my understanding that people receive a lot of information in the mail, particularly marketing materials. Now, where does SHIP come in there, and how do they help to reduce that confusion for beneficiaries who's really trying to decipher between a lot of information that they're receiving, and then again, how they can utilize your services?
Well, this marketing material is basically what they doing is they are looking for your business. So if a beneficiary contact us in regards to that matter, we will make sure that what they getting is basically what they need. Mainly, they tell us, or we ask what kind of insurances they are having through their Medicare plans, if they actually want to switch or are interested in one of those marketing or insurances that has been sending information to them. If they are interested, we can help them go through the, and see if that's what they need. But mainly we just provide information about the insurance as general information. We do not sponsor any insurances, and we made the beneficiary made that decision based on the information that we provided.
Now, Raphael, tell us about the cost of service.
The cost for our service?
Yes.
We don't charge anything. It's free. All our services are free.
Wow. Wow, that is awesome. You offer, a lot to the beneficiaries, and they're able to come at a cost that is zero. What about telling us a little bit more about maybe supplements and the Medigap policies?
Okay, in regards to Medicare supplements, people think also that the open enrollment is for that. So I can switch my Medigap, also known as Medicare supplement. I can switch, and now that open enrollment is getting closer. But unfortunately, it's not for that. Medigap, once you enroll in a new Medicare supplement plan, basically, they say you have to stick with it forever. You don't have to, but it will be very hard to switch later on. And the reason is because you're going to be under a strict medical underwriting. And also, they're going to keep in consideration your age. So you have been already for 5-10 years under one Medicare supplement plan that, if you got it at 65, you can add that, and then you're going to be probably 70, 75. So they will look at that, and also to your medical condition. And based on how you answer those questions, they will determine the premium that you're going to pay. And more likely, it's going to be more expensive than the current plan that you have. So that's why they say you stick with the plan that you pick forever. Can you switch if you wish? Yes, you can, but it may be more costly.
Okay. Okay. Now, Raphael, in the little bit of time that we do have left, is there anything else that you would like to share with the audience that we haven't already covered regarding Medicare, ABCs, or the basics?
Well, the only thing I can add is that go to our website, as I mentioned it before. If you wanted to learn more about your options, you can go there and we have very summarized what Medicare is. If you go to the Medicare site, it's a lot of information to digest, but our website is more simplified and it's easy to understand. Now, additional to that, you can call us and you can actually left us a message, and one of our certified counselors will return your call based on what you require. Our phone number is 301-255-4250. 301-255-4250. And you can call us at any time. You leave your name, phone number, and the reason why you call. And like I said, one of our certified counselors, if not me himself, one of the counselors will return your call.
Well, Raphael, this has been an informative conversation, and thank you so much for taking the opportunity to speak with me. I hope that you'll come back, and you already gave your phone number out, but is there any other way that audience members can stay in contact with you? Maybe an email address, or is it just the website?
Oh, no, we have an email address. It's ship, SHIP, like a boat, ship at accessjca.org. Ship at accessjca.org.
Thank you so much, Raphael.
My pleasure, Katie.
Well, that concludes our program for today. As you can see, the voices of those 50 plus matter every day and in every way. To learn more about services for seniors in Montgomery County, please visit the Montgomery County Seniors website by visiting montgomerycountymd.gov/senior or call the Senior Resources line at 240-777-3000. And as always, thank you for watching 50 Plus in Montgomery County.